Chibuku Super Cup 2021 was brought to you by Chibuku Super. Follow us on our social media pages at Chibuku Zimbabwe. Stay safe from COVID-19. Mask up, sanitize, buy your Chibuku and enjoy at home. Chibuku Super. Taste the goodness.
It's a very good afternoon and welcome to ZTN. My name is Chief Koti and we are here bringing you the pictures of the game between Dynamos and Harare City at the National Sports Stadium. It's the Chibuku Super Cup. Well, the action is boiling and we are going to be giving it to you as it unfolds. But we have some sad news to start the program with. We understand that one of the the great stars for Dynamos and also coach for Dynamos, former coach that is David Yogi Mandigora, has untimely passed on. I understand that he was ill for some time, Mako. Very sad news to start the show.
Hey, sad news. One of the gentlemen of the game. I remember as a rookie reporter, I wrote something about Dynamos playing a 4-4-2 formation. So I arrived at training at Rufaro the other day. He said, "Oh, you're Mr. 4-4-2. I want you to go Vietnam, the Vietnam up there. So go there and tell me the formation this team is playing." I said, "Okay, let me go there." Go there. Said, "You're playing 4-5-1. He said, "You're close, but not close enough."
Not quite.
So he took the whole chart, started drawing for me how Dynamos were playing. And those were the time when they reached the semi-finals of the CAF Champions League. A very good man. He'll be sorely missed there. He fought his fight. He ran his race. Maybe we didn't celebrate him enough, but he's a legend.
Absolutely. May his soul rest in peace. That's David Yogi Mandigora. Reason why we're starting with talking about that particular loss there. It's a loss to the Dynamos family in its totality. And may his soul continue to rest in peace. And today, the action in the field of play, Marco, we have a couple of minutes to talk about this game that's coming up. Harare City, Dynamos, your take on this game?
Oh, it's a big one. It's a big one. It's a clash of your people's team, isn't it? Dynamos against a team that is led by a face of Cape United. So it's just huge on its own on that part. It's also huge because these are two national team assistant coaches,
Lloyd Chitembwe and
Tondera Ndirai.
Yeah.
And on the other side, these are the brightest prospects that we have as coaches locally. They also believe in the passing game. They believe in entertaining. They believe in rotating possession. And to some extent, it's some kind of Harare derby. Not the greatest, but it's some kind of Harare. It is some kind of Harare derby. And this is the Chibuku Super Cup. There are points to play for. There's prestige to play for. And there's $75,000 to play for. And that's a big, big money.
It's huge money, and Dynamos are definitely in need of that one. And we are going to be giving you the game that sees Harare City taking on Dynamos today at the National Sports Stadium. And we are in the studio here discussing that particular game. We're going to go for a break, and when we come back, we talk more about this particular game. And we're going to take you to the National Sports Stadium as well, where we have our crew there. They will be talking to the coaches, and then we'll get to the action where we'll get some live commentary. But for now, we're back in a jiff. Don't you dare touch that dial.
Your friend in steel, SteelMate Investments, brings you a bigger environment to shop for your steel products. A new roofing sheet manufacturing plant completes your satisfaction to your construction project. Chromadeck and galvanized roofing sheets are manufactured while you wait and still cut and bent to custom size. Products in stock are diverse for use in agriculture, mining, engineering, construction sectors, and for personal use. Call your friend and steel marketing team today on 242-611-80203 or visit our website www.steelmate.co.zw. Simbiako pa SteelMate Investments, your friend in steel.
Nyaradzo Life Assurance Company, through one of its products, the Scorepec Plan, supports Dynamos Football Club, one of the biggest soccer teams in the country, and other local football clubs. the Scorepec plan, not only will you score, for you and your family but for your favorite local PSL soccer team as well. For each premium payment you make, your nominated soccer club will get paid from the Nyaradzo Life Assurance's Score Pack plan.
Make sure you get Score Pack. Get Score Pack. Support your favorite team, support your family.
Your family needs you, your team needs you. Get Score Pack.
Get the Score Pack plan.
Supporting your team has never been this rewarding. Get a Score Pack policy and support your favorite football team today.
As you stay safe, you can still order your golden, crispy Chicken Inn favorites at any Chicken Inn drive-thru, or order from the comfort of your home through the Dial a Delivery app and enjoy delicious meals with family. For a socially distanced pickup, use the curbside collection and we'll deliver to your car for convenience. And of course, you can simply walk into any Chicken Inn and order your takeaway to go. Always maintain social distance. COVID is real. Chicken Inn. Love that chicken.
Investments is your friend for all your steel products and roofing sheets. From IBR galvanized and chromadeck roofing sheets, universal beams, deformed bars, angle irons, mesh wire, mild steel channels, mild and Binox steel plates, puke pipes, tubes, barbed wire, and much more. We cut your sheets to specific sizes. We deliver all big orders for free in Harare and charge just diesel and toll gate for out of Harare orders. We also do cutting and bending of deformed bars on site. Visit us at 346 Affirmative Way, Willowvale, or gate number 8 Mbare, Magaba, and number 1 Easterman's Place, also in Magaba. For Mbare, call us on 0788 930 550 up to 555, and Willowvale at 0788 930 556 up to 561. Email us on steelmate.investments@gmail.com or marketing@steelmate.co.zw.
Thank you for staying with us here on ZTN, and we are looking at the game that sees Dynamos playing against Harare City today. It's going to be a hamdinga of a match. That's Lloyd Chidembwe playing against Tonderai Ndiraya, one of the brightest prospects of the coaches that we have in the country. And earlier on, we had a game that saw Yada playing against Herentials. For now, let's go to the stadium and join Patience Namburo, who's going to be giving us some pitchside information.
National Sports Stadium. It is the CHIBUKU Super Cup, and today we have Dynamos who are now facing Harare City. Now, if you remember in the last games they played, Dynamos played Cape United in a match that ended in a 1-0 draw, and then Harare City faced Herentials in a match they won 2-1. Now, today's match is a match that both teams want to win in order to take control and be sitting comfortably in the group. Now, joining me to talk about today's match is Dynamos Coach Tonderai Ndiraya. Great to have you.
Thank you very much.
Coach Chidembwe is also an assistant Warriors coach just like you. How does it feel to be playing against him today?
Look, excited, if I must say, excited. But look, I think it's still football anyway. So yeah, I'm excited to face my compatriot, but football remains the same. But it's just an exciting feeling to play against someone you really trust and work with.
Last time we spoke, you mentioned that the boys knew what you demanded from them, which was winning the game. Now you're coming from a draw with Caps United. What was your message to the boys coming into today's game?
Well, we were very clear. It was not a bad result. If you ask me, a draw in a derby is not a bad result, especially if you look at how we performed as a team, how some of our players, or the whole team rather, how they performed. It was really a good performance, and that's the reason why we've retained the same team that played the derby, the first 11 that played the derby. But of course, I've also stressed that it's important for us to collect points in this first round of matches. And we are also looking forward to doing the same today. But of course, we know and understand that we are playing a different team, different side. Harare City are a very good side with very exciting players. But I think we also have a very good team which can really fight hard and get points for us. So yeah, tough match, but one which we are looking forward to.
When the boys were doing their drills just now, we noticed Jauri is back into the team after last week's incident when he fell coming out of the tunnel. How bad was the case?
Oh, he slipped in the tunnel, and there wasn't much. But we were rushing against time. We were rushing against the start of the second half. We couldn't afford to play more than 5 minutes with a man short. So that's the reason why we quickly sanctioned our other defenders. Sylvester appeared to warm up and replace Jaure. But I think everyone saw, he was shown on the screen that he was okay. And he trained well this week, so he's very well and good to start today.
All the best in your game.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That was Dynamo's coach Tondera Ndiraya, expressing how he's proud of how his boys have been playing so far. They are undefeated and they're still looking at winning today's game and also obtaining more points. Now joining me is Harare City coach Loish Tembe. Coach, great to have you.
Thank you.
Now you're coming from a 2-1 win over Herentals. How important was that win coming into today's game?
Yeah, very important. I think it has to be something very, very... We just have to make sure we consistently perform and get results. I think this is the essence of competition, and I'm very happy at this moment in time we are in that space.
You have faced Dynamos both as a player and as a coach. What do you make of Dynamos class of 2021?
Yeah, I think, honestly speaking, Dynamos is Dynamos. It's a very big football club with a rich football history. And I also want to take this opportunity to congratulate my brother Tonde. I'm sure he's done very, very well with the team. I think, for me, this is probably the best Dynamos squad in recent times. So I think Tonde has done well, and I'm sure with Tonde, they have the right men with the football team.
Both Harare City and Dynamos have remained undefeated, and they're also showing how strong they are in terms of defense. Is there a particular area within your team that you would want to probably work on today facing Dynamos?
You know, it's very difficult to reproduce the performances. You know, you will find that our performance today might not be equal to the performance that we gave the last time. So this is football. But what is more important is to strive to continue to do well and grind results. And this is the reason why we worked so hard for the entire week preparing for this match. And I just hope the things that we've been doing in training will be able to at least replicate what we've been doing in training right in this match.
Great having you, Coach. All the best to today's game.
Pleasure.
That was Harare City coach Loish Tembe showing some great sportsmanship there, congratulating his brother Tondera Ndiraya in how he's been handling the Glamour Boys of Dynamos. Now we are a few moments from kickoff. Who do you think is going to come out victorious today, Harare City or Dynamos? To catch all the action, keep on watching ZTN on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. It is the CHIBUKU Super Cup.
The two coaches there talking to us just before that game there. Tondera Ndiraya looking forward to that game. He's enjoying it. He says he reckons a challenge against his brother Lloyd Chitembwe, who's a fellow assistant coach in the national team, like you rightfully put it. So they know each other very well. They played also against each other. So this is a game that pits two coaches that know each other very well.
Well, know each other and respect each other. You know, in an era where there is suspicions, belief in juju. It's good to see a coach who comes out like Lloyd and says, you know what, congratulations to Tonde for bringing together one of the best Dynamo squads in years. That's rare.
It's a very well-assembled team.
Well assembled. But for your rival coach to say that, It takes a man and a half. Well done to Lloyd. Well done to Tonde. We look forward to a very good game. Well done to Patience as well. Absorbing interview.
Very absorbing interview. But let's talk about the game itself now. Lloyd Chitembwe has relied a lot on William Manondo up front there. The magic has to be turned on today. There's no two ways about it. This is a Dynamos that has really, by many standards, has not conceded.
Yeah. They don't concede in the Cape.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying,
yeah.
In all intents purposes, they conceded against a very sharp team. And here is Harare City. Yeah.
From one of their own, anyway.
Absolutely, yeah.
I feel Harare City need to weather the storm today. First 20 minutes, they're crucial for them. Because Dynamos feel they underperformed in the Harare Derby. And if the truth is to be told, as it should, they should have lost the Harare Derby. Because Ishmael Wade missed a very great chance. So you get the feeling that the team that started the derby, that is starting today, is eager to make a point. And Harare City needs to be very careful. They're not the best of teams. They need to warm their way into this game.
They must warm their way into this game, and of course, it's one of those teams that you don't want to make any mistakes, especially like Marco is saying, in the early stages of the game, they will be very crucial. We have to see how they build up going forward, and also how they defend within those first quarter of the game. Is extremely important. But the second half is always the coach's game. We're going to enjoy that one. But men for men, Dynamos against Harare City, where do you stand? Are you in the fence like I am?
No, I think this men for men, Dynamos has got the better man. But it's not the men that win you matches, it's the team. It depends on how they gel. By Tonde's admission, God knows Murwira wasn't on point in the Harare Derby. You also get the feeling that Biu Antonio, yes, he was there in fits and starts. Newman, C and Charlie could have done better. Maybe he played the occasion against Cape United. But here is a chance to prove that he can be relied on for goals at Dynamos. Yes, you can run, half and puff, tackle, go and defend corners. But remember why you were signed from Cape United, to provide the goals for this Blues team.
To come and score the goals, because they're the ones that separate men from boys anyway. But you talk about Bill Antonio. I think he was very enterprising on that wing there, on that right wing last weekend against Cape United. But when you look at it, does he have the mental to go ahead and just do the things that make the things happen?
Look, he's a boy that charms me. I like him. I haven't spoken to him, but I hear that he's the captain of the athletics team at Prince Edward. So he must be well-grounded, I think. But to perform week in, week out, I hope this rev reviews, whatever we post about him on Twitter, the coverage that he gets in the Herald, your picture in the newspaper at 18, this is such a huge deal. It's a huge deal.
But and being on ZTN as well, such a big deal.
These guys are talking about you wearing fancy suits. You need to master it. Because you haven't arrived yet. And you know, all this work could be undone by 2 bad performances.
So as you can see there behind us, there is guys there going through their paces. That's the Dynamo squad. They doing what they do best at training, and Tondi Raindira and his crew also making sure that they talk to them. But one person that is going to be very critical today is Patsen Jaure. That knock on that day sort of made him lose it a little bit, but he came back to training on Wednesday.
Yeah, we trust their medical team. It's good to have him back. You know, he's a key man. He's a key man. They call him Yellow, the captain. He leads. He's no longer the most vocal because Frank Makarati has come in. But Jauri remains
he leads all the songs there during training. And you know, the war cries and all that. So we look at Harare City there, and building up here in the midfield. We've had all these choppings and changings between Moses Mchenje. Is he able to come back and claim that jersey now?
I don't think he is able. But you look at Marshall Machazana, former Dynamos captain, now Harare City captain. What you need there at the back is leadership, and to call your troops to their stations. To say, we are being attacked, we need you here, we need you here, we need you here.
And then we see the goalkeepers, they're also coming through from the dugout.
Dugout, yeah.
Maxwell Nyampangedengu
on the bench, deservedly so. You know, the days of
you spoke about his fitness.
Yes, and I told him. I met him the other day when he was coming from the Decisive Sports Stadium by that supermarket there by Marimba. I said, dude, with this weight and knowing Lloyd, I don't think you can play. Because there's also Prosper Chugumba wanting to play. You know, the days of carrying your weight and being excused are long gone. Yeah?
Would have been a very difficult one there then for Ed Mosband, I think, if he had made it together. He was quite a big guy, but very talented also goalkeeper. Takes me to talk about Washington Arubi also, just recently making waves in South Africa and saying, hey, look, I still have a shout in that national team.
That's what we want. We want players to show that they can play.
They need to show who they are.
Who they are in the big stages.
Right. Let's come back to that Harare City goalkeeping situation. Lloyd is really spoiled for choice, I think, but he seemed to like Maxwell, maybe because of experience, which is why he came into that big game, the last game they had. But now, today things have changed.
Things have changed, and now you're saying to the rookie goalkeeper, the first time you made a mistake. Now we're facing Dynamos. Go and prove yourself now.
I wonder though what mistake he made there. We have Lloyd Chitembwe. They're coming through. I think the pictures will be coming through live from us from the National Sports Stadium. As you see, he's clad in that black suit there with a grey waistcoat, and everyone else they're coming through.
You look at that picture, Koti. Yeah. That on any other year, that would be a Caps United. Matongorere, Coach Tonde, Tosi, and that guy with the scarf there used to be the magic at Caps United. That's a whole Caps United. That just moved.
I traveled with these guys a lot when they won that championship. Was it 2017? Yeah, they won it in 2016 actually. So we traveled a lot together, and I saw the gelling that was there. I think the man that's missing there is Mark Mate. Because he was the assistant at that time. So
and
we're going to be
your Caps team manager's cool. you have a Caps United.
Absolutely. Your call on this game, Marco, before we go to the next.
I think Dynamos will win it 3-1.
Wow. That is brave. 3-1, he calls it. Let's find out what you think as well. Just come through to the comment section as we get those live pictures of the beautiful Sunshine City. We're seeing there the Warren Park neighborhood, and on the other side you've got the Meborain neighborhood as well from the Harare city, the city of sunshine.
Hockey stadium there.
Absolutely beautiful.
Fantastic.
Let's go to the stadium and join Howard Msonza as he gives us the live game between Dynamos and Harare City.
Of the stadium, as we have Dynamos up against Harare City. Some great clashes between these two teams over the years. Of course, Dynamos way more established, but Harare City, the aspiring new boys who could have been the champions in 2013. So 17 degrees right now with a bit of breeze. No fans, of course, despite the 60,000 capacity. But we can bring you the action here live on ZTN. What I think is going to be a really interesting contest. We've seen some exciting encounters between these two teams, some high-scoring ones as well. So Dynamos are on top of the group, coming here with plenty of confidence. No changes to their squad, and they look as though they're assembling a squad that could be very competitive this season. With the likes of Tanaka Chidaba, who we saw there in the dreadlocks. He's going to be on the bench today. Patson Jaure, okay, after slipping when coming out for the start of the second half last weekend. He's all right. That's around about the area where he lost his footing in his studs on that shiny floor. God knows Muruwira, he's been doing well so far. Expect more from him in this contest today. And for Harare City, slow start, but seem to be picking up momentum. That's Tatenda Tavengwa, the exciting midfielder. William Manondo, 27, who bangs in the goals in the Chibuku Super Cup. 2 already for him. He has to be a player to watch, and Dynamos know that very well. Innocent Zambezi, 18, and 14, Hastings Chapusha, the centre-back. And Moses Muchenje, who we'd say is a veteran player these days. He's on the bench, as is 16, and Max Sinyam Panidengu. And Clive Rupia, number 9, he will be starting. And as I say, some great battles between these two teams, Howard.
Yeah, great battles. I think it boils down even to the coaches that these two teams have employed over the years. And I remember, in the CHIBUKU Super Cup when Dynamos lost here to Harare City. I think it was in 2015. And Tonderai Ndirai was in charge at Dynamos, and now he's in charge again. So I think this game brings a lot of memories.
Yeah, most definitely. That was a very exciting final where Harare City got the better of Dynamos, who today are in their beautiful resplendent blue colours. Patson Jare then captaining them today. Marshall Machazane captaining Harare City, former Dynamos player himself, now 35 years old, a real veteran like Jare, and brings a lot to the team in terms of his defensive abilities at the back, and just as a leader as well. Once again, the pitch, we have to commend the authorities for the great work that they've done. It's still playing very well, looking better than it ever has been. Pedzisai Chajiga is the man in the middle today. Very experienced referee Laksan Mara, and Kudzanai here, his assistants.
So you were just referring to Marshall Machazan and what he has done. I think if you want to go back, he's among those guys that were promoted from the Highlanders Juniors and went on to win the league title in 2006. Then he left, he went to Botswana at Mochudu Center Chiefs.
Wow, yeah, loads of experience. So no changes for Dynamos. A team that certainly is getting things right now. So Tonderai Ndirai feeling no need to make any adjustments. Harare City in the bright orange colours with the dreadlocks in the middle. There is Emmanuel Mandiranga, former Dynamos player. Only change there then, as we're hearing, is in goal. Max Nyampangadengu injured, so Kelvin Shangiwa, who took over in the early stages in the last game, when Max got injured, he's in today. So Moses Muchenje among the substitutes, a veteran Kura Musharu as well. The traditional ritual for Dynamos, 8 points on top of the group. And they really will be fancying their chances. But to me, this looks like a very tricky game for Dynamos, Howard.
It's a very tricky game. I think what's even exciting is, both coaches, assistant coaches to Zdravko Logorisic at the national team. So, yeah, I would want to see a battle of the national team assistant coaches.
Absolutely. As the war cry rings around the largely empty stadium, Diraya looking so sharp in his suit once again. Gift Muzadzi on the right, his trusted assistant, despite Muzadzi having been suspended and then reinstated on the run-up to the start of this season. And Ben Musaka, 67 on the right, the captain for Harare City. Absolutely superb athletic physique he has, moving from Highlanders, playing as the defensive midfielder. With Tatenda Tavangwa, 38. Looks as though he's going to be playing in front of him, the way that they are just assembling themselves in this formation. So biting his nails as we get ready.
Hope it will be a nail-biting encounter.
That's what the signs are saying. I remember a 5-3 game between these two teams a few years back, I think about 2018, at Rufaro Stadium. See if we'll get goals today. So Dynamos in the blue kick us off on a day that they've lost one of their greatest sons in David Mandigora, who has passed away this morning. The 1980 Soccer Star of the Year, former coach who took them to the semi-finals of the Champions League in 2008. And Ndiraya told me before kickoff that they are playing for Mandigora, playing too for those 8 fans who passed away in that bus crash in Gweru 5 years ago, and the anniversary of that was yesterday. So the Dynamos players know that they are representing those sons and daughters of the club. So they're attacking the goal to your left with Newman Sianchali, the main man up front for them. Harare City in the orange colours. And they know that a win here will take them to the top of the table. It's intriguing. Shadrach Nyawa, number 32 for Dynamos, had a subdued game last time in the derby against Caps United. Here's God knows Murwera. Antonio is on side, and Harare City will know how talented this 18-year-old is. and will probably want to try and do what Caps did last time and shut down Bill Antonio.
Yeah, I think if you want to go back to that game versus Caps United, I think it was highly tactical, especially in the first half. There were no spaces in the middle of the park, as both coaches knew exactly what they wanted. You know, Nyawa being shut out by Karembo. So I presume it might be the same situation again today.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's going to be intriguing. As Howard says, both coaches know what they are doing. Just checking in the stands. I'm not seeing Loga, the national team coach, Ravko Logarusic, of whom Diraya and Chitembwe are his assistants. So nothing to report in the opening 2 minutes. There's God knows Murwera at left back. And Frank Makarati is impressed in all the games so far. Here's Jaure. We've seen Dynamos with these measured build-ups, playing it out from the back. On the bench today, the likes of Albert Ayonde, with Newman Sianchali again getting the starting place as that top man. And Chapusha will leave that for Shangiwa in goal today for Harare City. Last time they played was December 2019, and Harare City beat Dynamos 3-1. 2 goals from William Manondo, a penalty from Moses Muchenje, and it was Jarrison Selemani who had scored for Dynamos that time around.
Yeah, but a lot of things have since changed from that particular moment. Dynamos went on the market, made wholesome changes, same as Harare City. Lloyd Chitembo coming in and made some numerous changes. A lot of players went to Caps United. So, yeah, the names are the only familiar things remaining.
Yeah, very big changes, especially to the Dynamo squad. Mutudza and Murwera are next to the ball. We'll see if they go for goal or put it into the box. It's Murwera. He's going to cross it over. And that was the first goal attempt of the match. And well taken that by God knows Murwera.
Yeah, I think Makarati unlucky, you know, he's been coming for these standard situations. You know, we are in match day 5, and I think luck has not been on his side, but he connected well with that cross.
Yeah, they need to keep an eye on Frank Makarati because he comes up for these corners. So that's a booster for Dynamos, as Machazani will lay that to the left back. Innocent Zambezi, wearing 18 for Harare City. Hastings Chapusha, who's now 25 and very much established in the starting lineup for the Sunshine Boys. Trevor Mavunga gives it away to Chapusha. Touch from Manondo. And Ben Musaka, he's going to be really key, I think, for Harare City today. A free kick to Harare City. First chance of the game then comes the way of Dynamos.
So you wonder what is really going through Tonderai's mind, you know? It's early days and he's up backing instructions. Probably he's not happy with something. Probably the game plan that he's got not really being executed by the players.
Yeah, and this marks the halfway stage of the Harare group where they'll play 10 matches each. So Dynamos might be looking good on top at the moment, but as I say, Harare City can go ahead of them if they win today, and Caps, if they win tomorrow, could, if results go against Dynamos, they could end up in 3rd come the end of the weekend. And by the way, I was chatting to a PSL official before the game, ZPC Kariba, here tomorrow to play Caps. There is the localized lockdown in Kariba and Hurungwe, announced yesterday, but tomorrow's game will go ahead. And then the PSL will see what to do. Sian Charlie almost gets through, but he was offside quite clearly. No need for the referee to blow, though. So ZPC Kariba's situation will be assessed after tomorrow's match as to how, with that localized COVID lockdown, they'll be able to continue participating.
I think it's been a problem for ZPC, you know, traveling for these matches coming from Kariba. I thought this was just me thinking, why not just camp in Harare, and just wait for the tournament to finish, then probably go back to Kariba, because I don't think it's healthy for the players to be traveling to and from.
No, and they may end up having to do that. That's just speculation. We'll see what the PSL and the club will decide. Here's Tatenda Tavengwa for Harare City. In the sunshine. And Hastings Chapusha. So Clive Rupier is the main man of the three strikers that Harare City are employing. Mandiranga is there on the right, Manondo on the left at the moment, but we do see a lot of fluidity in the formation for Harare City normally. Ben Musaka. He finds Mandiranga. But unable to pick out Gikomborero Biseki, so 7 minutes gone. And we're goalless here. And for Dynamos, their keeper, Timon Mvula, only 1 goal conceded so far. Trevor Mavunga. So Mutudza's playing out on the left side of attack for Dynamos at the moment. Sianchali is the centre striker. And then on the other side, Bill Antonio. Barnabas Mushunje attacking in behind them, coming out of midfield. Here's Murwera. Good run, takes on Mandiranga, and he fancied his chances and he wins a corner.
I thought Mandiranga there was just thinking, okay, maybe I may outrun Murwira because maybe legs are not as they used to be.
Yes.
But I think he just used his experience there to get that corner kick.
The old man held on to possession. He's going to take it too as Chitembwe scrutinises. Murwira, it's a deep one. And that'll result in a throw-in for Harare City. So it could be a tasty encounter, this, especially if we do happen to get an early goal. Oh, they've given it away to Mutudza. Juan Mutudza now. Sianchali's there. Delivery wasn't great, though. Zambezi will clear. Clive Rupier. Touch to Manondo. Could be a break on here. William Manondo. Has Mandiranga got the legs this time as he tussles again with Murwira? And this time he will win a corner at the other end.
I think this is going to be a fascinating duel between these two players. We're going to see this, I think, the whole afternoon as they glide, on the wing, up and down like that. But so far, opening 9 minutes, I think both teams have tried to be cautious, Steve, not giving much away.
Yeah, and quite rightly so. It's a good in-swing. Mandiranga got a touch there. That was a good corner. Mutudza brought down, but no foul. And here comes Biseki. Well taken corner that by Dinoline Masukuta, who looks to be a really good acquisition for Harare City.
Yeah, I think he has really fitted in very well in this side. And not only him, I was also looking at, when Tatenda Tavengwa came through from Cholocho. Yeah, the first time he arrived, things were not really what he wanted, but he looks like he has cemented his place in this team.
As these two teams with good-looking squads square off in an intriguing opening 10 minutes. Certainly, I like the look of the Harare City lineup. As Makarati will take his time once again. Timon Mvula. Harare City with a high defensive line. They're back four right up on the halfway line. So Dynamos trying to find a way to get through without being caught offside. Patsanjaure to Makarati. Murwira. Cannons off of Rupier and could have gone anywhere.
Yeah, I think it's key for goalkeepers to be watching the action because you never know, especially when it cannons off like that. It might just roll into your own goal.
It can, and it does sometimes as well, and you don't want that against your team. Jaure again. So it's really congested in the middle of the park because of the Harare City back line playing way up. Cian Charlie hasn't had any of the ball as yet. Bill Antonio, just that one run early on. Mutudza on the left flank, a couple of touches. Oh, they nearly give it away to Mushunje. That was perilous. That really was dangerous. Keeper's been fouled. So Kelvin Shangiwa, okay. Great to be with you wherever you are around the world. Bring you the action here, courtesy of ZTN. So match day 5 in the Chibuku Super Cup. William Anodo, there were slight appeals for a handball there, but not given. Barnabas Mushunje. That's Ben Musaka defending well, but Cian Charlie's come back to get it. A few stray passes, Zambezi. Actually, a catalogue of stray passes there on the part of both teams, Howard.
Yeah, you know, I'm tempted to say it's still early days, but, you know, 12 minutes, the teams should have settled by now. And at least let's see the game plan from either coach and see it just flowing smoothly like that. But so far, they are hardly stringing more than 5 passes together.
Yeah. So they'll need to improve in that department. Mushunje is getting plenty of the ball as usual. Rupia couldn't connect with that. Here's Murwera. Will comfortably deal with that for Dynamos, whose best game came 2 weeks ago with that 4-0 demolition of Yada. Not controlled by Newman Cian Charlie.
Yeah, that game, Dynamos versus Yada, was out of this world. The goals that were scored on that particular day, even the standard of play, if these teams can replicate that, I'm sure we'll certainly enjoy.
Yeah, that was totally memorable, that contest. So Petisai Chajiga refereeing the game. And once again, no fans. It feels strange. That's the way football is right now. But great that the game can be watched all over the planet. Shadrach Nyawa in a strong challenge with Tavengwa. And that'll be a free kick for Dynamos. Tavengwa playing in the heart of midfield.
I think Tavengwa has really struck a good understanding with Ben Musaka. Because I was looking at Harare City's past few games. They are not giving much away in the middle of the park.
Yeah, and Moses Muchenje relegated to the bench, not getting much of a chance here. This is way out, this one, 40 yards. It's God knows Murwera. He's gone for goal. Wow, and the keeper has to parry it away. That was a good effort from God knows Murwera. Here he comes again. He looked up and was considering going for goal once more. That's put away by Innocent Zambezi. Enterprising that from Murwera. Not many players can strike the ball as sweetly in Zimbabwe's PSL as God knows Murwera.
Yeah, I think you can even go back to the earlier game that was played here between Harare and Yada. So many free kicks were won, especially by Yada, just outside the 18-yard area, and they wasted all of them. Yeah. If only they had somebody like God knows Murwera in their ranks.
Yeah, surely. Marshal Mashazani now for Harare City to Hastings Chapusha. Manondo. Looking for an opening, Tavengwa. Now this could be promising. Masukute is offside though. Yeah, a bit of frustration Creeping in, that's young Dinoline Masukuta, who's a Mbari boy. He's had some good spells in games in the competition thus far, but caught offside on that occasion.
I think this is probably where Harare City are very strong, because most of their goals they have scored in this tournament are coming from that far side where Dinolin is, because he delays, then he comes from the blind side. So normally he delivers across into the box. I remember Manondo scoring, it was from Dinolin. So I'm sure Lloyd Chitembo would want to use him more like that.
Yeah, and Juan Mutudza playing the left flank role for Dynamos. In the derby, he was very roaming and more central. Here's Newman Sian-Charlie. That's good play, and ready there was Mutudza. Does get a touch. Mushunje deflects, and just about tidying it up is Ben Musaka. And there was, I think, too much of a pull from Newman Sian-Charlie, but Harare City need to watch out.
Sian-Charlie is really good when he is on the ball. He's very forceful. And I think a lot of these players are looking at him and think, okay, here's an old man. We can do whatever we want. We can boss him around. But I don't think he's like that. He's one player who puts all.
Yeah, most definitely. And Marshal Machazane doing well in defense there for Harare City. It's Masukuta with a touch again. Very high, that from Musaka. Clive Rupia. Rupia still goes for Harare City and appeals for a penalty. It's a free kick been given. Well, the Harare City players appealed straight away.
Yeah, it was very difficult for the referee to ignore that. Because I think they did that in unison. Even the guys at the bench, they all stood up.
So, just outside the box. Was it a handball? Let's see, there's Rupia going. Yeah, it comes off the arm of Frank Makarati. Dangerous position this, chance for Harare City. So 5-man wall for Dynamos. They go for goal, it's punched over. And collected at the second time of asking by Timon Mvula. Right on target, that from Harare City.
I think it was deceiving, but lacked the power from Mandiranga.
So they get one on target from a free kick. Dynamos have had their own. 19 minutes played. No goals yet, but we are getting closer. It's Trevor Mavunga for Dynamos. Antonio's had very little of the ball. They tried to pick him out there, did Mavunga. And there's not much happening down the flanks for Dynamos, really, Howard.
Yeah, because, you know, the midfield players are finding little room to maneuver and pick out a pass, because normally you would want to attack via the wings. So from both sides, the creativity is not really there, just to push the ball wide, then wait for it to be delivered into the box.
So it's going to be Barnabas Mushunje to dispatch this one. It's a teasing one. Nyawa is there. That was right in front of the goal. Nyawa is asking how he missed that, but it did come off an opponent. Diraya knows that that was close from Shadrach Nyawa, so it's a corner on the other side. It's going to be Murwira this time. Great chance that for Dynamos. God knows Murwira, very high. Didn't take it that well, and Makarati couldn't control. So Shadrach Nyawa had a great opportunity. Mushunje took it. It's only about 3 yards out there, Howard.
Yeah, I think there was a timely intervention there because the goalkeeper already beaten. He was in his own net.
So Frank Makarati, as we were saying, always comes up for these corner kicks. Bill Antonio tussles for it, but he'd like to have space and to be able to run with the ball. There's Masukuta. So we're seeing some chances. We're seeing quite a bit of cagey play as well. The two sides showing each other respect. Makarati to Mavunga. Jaure. Steady stuff again from Dynamos. Makarati wants someone to give it to. It's that same situation that Harare City are bringing those defenders close to the halfway line, reducing the options for Dynamos. There's Jalai with a throw. Antonio back to Jalai. Mandiranga clears. And Clive Rupia, as we can see, is the main striker for Harare City still. Makarati and Jaure. Murwira that time challenged by Ben Musaka, and Mandiranga, who's getting involved a lot with him, as we've been saying. Gikomborero Piseki. Chapusha and Kelvin Shangiwa. Machazane. Mandiranga is the target. Can Harare City get through? No, they can't. Biseki. Jaure, can Dynamo stop it going out for a corner? Yep, they'll settle to give Harare City a throw-in.
I think for Dynamos last weekend, when they lost Jaure for that second half, I think they were a bit worried because he normally cleans up at the back.
Yeah, as he showed there, that's a cross from Mandiranga. Muruera with a bit of pressure. And Mutudza concedes the throw-in, so a bit of pressure here from Harare City. Well, that'll go to Dynamos the throw, but Harare City applying some pressure here. So 23 minutes gone and it's 0-0. Murwira just wanted to get the ball away. It's quite a high challenge. Here's Sian Charlie Antonio, if he can get this. No, there's a foul though. Referee might have played the advantage there though, Howard.
Yeah, I think the advantage would have worked, and if it didn't, could have easily put a play back, because Bill Antonio, we know he's speedy and he can utilize that. Maybe Dynamos would have fashioned out something from that.
There's Antonio to Emmanuel Jalai. And Mavunga, more Dynamos players up here if he can keep it in. And there's Mutudza Nyawa, Shadrach Nyawa, just over the bar. He sneaked through there.
Yeah, I think the key word is sneak, because he's always sneaking. Whenever they've got chances around that final third, he finds himself in the right positions. I think it was more to do with the execution at the end of the day, but otherwise getting into the right place, he does that really well.
And 2 goals so far in the 2021 Chibuku Super Cup as a Shadrach Nyawa. Here's Manondo to Tatenda Tavengwa. Rupia in front of him. Manondo! William Manondo!
That was a chance there for Harare City. And I think for the first time, Dynamos were outnumbered at the back. Look at those numbers.
And it was quickly created. Good exchange of passes. 26 minutes played here at the National Sports Stadium, live on ZTN. Happy to be sharing this game with you, as Dynamos at the moment very much fancying themselves for a place in the quarterfinals of the CHIBUKU Super Cup, but would not want to drop points here. Howard brought us the game earlier. Yada winning 2-0 over Herentals to get their first win in the group. They're still looking very open. Innocent Zambezi for Harare City. Mushunje's touch. Bill Antonio, can he get past there? Bill Antonio! And there's Mutudza and Sianchali. Still chances. Barnabas Mushunje! Good going from Dynamos. It's a corner. Showing some good offensive powers there were Chazunguza.
I think first time that we saw Bill Antonio being given space down that wing. And look, that's how dangerous he is. Give him space, you whip him across, and you saw he whipped him across.
He certainly did. And now Mushunje's latest corner from this side was a good one. This time it's a bit lower, but chances again. Makarati rose up, but he was unable to connect.
I think the standard from a Dynamo's perspective when it comes to these corner kicks is really good, whether from the right or from the left, but especially from Barnabas Mushunje.
He's a key player. Yeah, that was a good chance, that was. Right then, here's Gikomberero Biseki at right back for Harare City to Tavengwa. Chapusha and Sianchali was lurking. Marshall Machazane. And Ben Musaka. That's gone to Dynamos. Harare City giving away a throw-in.
Again, it's the pressure that we were talking about earlier from the ageless Newman Sianchali. He comes up with this kind of energy that belies his age.
He troubles the opponents, doesn't he? Can Dynamos break through here? Mushunje to Mavunga. Still, Harare City with a bit of pressure, but referee spotted a foul. Manondo with a touch. So Masukuta still that player down the left flank who's having impact. Ben Musaka, the injured player. Shadrach Nyawa came in very firmly in that tussle. That's William Manondo. Mandiranga. Chapusha with that touch. God knows Muruera. So getting towards the half-hour mark, and we have had chances from both teams. Dynamo's the better of them. No goals as yet. Tavengwa. Chapusha was another clattering challenge. Hastings Chapusha hurt.
So this is the second time that we have seen Shadrach Nyawa, you know, getting to be talked to by the referee. Because the last time, I think it's barely 5 minutes from the last time, because he clashed again with the Ben Musaka, and now so you know the third time it'll be something different.
Yeah, he'll have to watch out. Musaka gives it away to Muruera. Trevor Mavunga, Emmanuel Jalai, Patson Jaure. So he goes long, he wants Sianchali, but Zambezi is there. Manondo. And Mavunga does well. He's played every minute of every game as Trevor Mavunga in this competition for Dynamos. There he is, the signing from Triangle.
I think ever since he came, that position, was being played by Ali Maliselo. He had actually made it his own. So Mavunga coming in and claiming like this, there is something really good that he has brought into the side.
And it suggests that it's a stronger Dynamos team than what we had in 2019. And Jalai back to his keeper, Mvula. In 2019, Dynamos had a bad season. Tavengwa in. It's over from Rupia. Mavunga Tinyawa, that was nicely done. Musaka intervenes though, but that's another foul. Too much that from Ben Musaka. (2019) Dynamos finished 9th only on 44 points, and Harare City 12th on 41. So both of them really underperformed in the 2019 season. Tondra Ndiraya, the Dynamos coach, often complained that he didn't have the right resources, too many inexperienced players. Tavengwa now, Manondo, Rupia. Masukuta's there in space on the other side. Dinalin, Masukuta. Good overlap from Zambezi, and a good intervention from Frank Makarati. Now here's Mushunje. Now can they break through here? There's Antonio and there's Sian Charlie. It was 2-on-2. Antonio saying he did nothing wrong. But Machazani certainly has been hurt in that collision. Not sure if that was intentional or not, though, Howard.
Yeah, I think Machazani used his experience there, you know, to just fool the referee, the assistant referee on that side, to give him that free kick. Otherwise, I thought that was a 50-50.
Yeah, may have made a meal out of it. Chapusha to Tavengwa. Juan Mutudza. He's been a tad subdued so far. Mavunga and Murwira. Again, Dynamos look for openings. And the flag goes straight up because he was miles offside, was Bill Antonio.
But they need to watch him, though. Yes, he has shown what he can do once. Yes, Zambezi doing so well to try and contain him. Few times that Zambezi has been beaten, Mashal Machazana is always there. But they need to really watch every move that Bill Antonio makes.
They do. Here's Clive Rupia. Innocent Zambezi. And a touch again from Manondo. Now Tatenda Tavengwa. Tavengwa goes for goal from 30-plus yards out.
Yeah, they've been watching what Nyawa did, you know, in that game against Yada. And I also saw it being tried in the earlier game. You know, the players now, whenever they see a goalkeeper off his line, they will try to lobby the ball. So, yeah, I'm sure we're going to see more of that.
Yeah, but that's good. Adds to the excitement. Jeffrey Chitsumba, the Dynamo's reserve keeper, has just come off the steps and is warming up in front of us with Timon and Mvula down. And Diraya with some words of wisdom for his boys. But I'm seeing a lot of long balls here from Dynamos, Howard, in the earlier games in this group. A lot of play down the wing with Bill Antonio especially, but a lot of long balls today.
Yeah, I think, well, pressure is right there in midfield. You've got Ben Musaka, you've got Tatenda Tavengwa. They are not giving much room for Dynamos midfielders to maneuver. So the only way, you see, when Trevor Mavunga is in possession, he is looking for Bill Antonio on that far side. I think they know once he creates an avenue there, they will then make it a highway of some sort, and they will get a lot of width from that side.
Yep, so Lloyd Chitembwe obviously having done his homework, as you would expect, to make it tougher for Dynamos. Dirai is a marvellous tactician. You never know, those few words might just see some change in strategy. It's another long ball from a Murwira. Mutudza, the former Hirentals player. Tussles with Biseki. Now this could be threatening. Mavunga couldn't get there. Now here's William Manondo. Rupia in front of him. Zambezi. That's for Harare City, so 36 minutes played, 0-0. Both teams have had efforts on target. Dynamo's slightly the better side, you might say, but it's an open game. Ben Musaka. Hastings Chapusha. Harare City push men up. They press higher. Here's Mandiranga. But God knows Murwira is proving to be a tough opponent for Emmanuel Mandiranga.
I'm sure it comes down to the familiarity between the two players. At one time, Mandiranga also was a Dynamos. And, the change that we have seen. Mandiranga, I remember when he burst onto the scene from the Aces Youth Academy, joined Motor Action. And, he has really done well. So he knows the kind of output that comes from Emmanuel Mandiranga.
Most definitely. Here's Mavunga and Shadrach Nyawa, mobile in midfield. Juan Mutadza. Antonio was the target, but Zambezi does well. Here he is again, Innocent Zambezi, who Harare City had loaned out to Tel 1 last season. Great run from Innocent Zambezi. Jalai, the man who was down. So he's got a lot of work on that to wing, with Innocent Zambezi showing a lot of speed.
Yeah, you can imagine you've got Zambezi, you've got Dinolin Masukuta. You are in trouble.
Yeah. Rupia, it's a tight encounter here at the National Sports Stadium. Mandiranga with the cross. Rupia was there. Now Sian Chali. Mutudza. It's Mutudza, it's Nyawa. Confidently done that by Hastings Chapusha. Calmly defended. Akarati. Quite a crunching challenge from Mutudza on Mandiranga.
I think what Harare City have really done well, Steve, whenever they're in their defensive third, you see all the players surrounding whatever Dynamos player who's in possession. Because at any given time, Hastings Chapusha is there, Marshall Machazane is there.
And now here's Zambezi. It's a dangerous cross.
So I was referring to that block they've got, in their defensive third. Marshall Machazane, Hastings Chapusha, and there is also, Tatenda Tavengo also coming back just to assist. So whenever they are in that defensive third, they've got the numbers.
Yeah. Now, there was space here for Innocent Zambezi. And Jaure did well. It's Ndiraya 0, Chitembwe 0. Here at the National Sports Stadium. More pace down that flank from Harare City. And yet more physical challenges in this contest. 5 minutes to go to half-time.
I think that's the other side that we have seen from this game. Yes, scrappy at times, but there's a bit of physicality that we have seen from both sets of players.
So Masukuta fouled by Jalai. Whoa, and then Ben Musaka was hurt there. Free kick to Harare City, lots of men up. It's a teasing one. Dynamo's managed to contain Chapusha. Now that could have been quite a risky one. It was Biseki. His ball forward was deflected. Mavunga. Machazane to Mandiranga. Emmanuel Mandiranga and Tavengwa. Can Harare City create something? Oh, Musaka missed that one. And now there could be a break on with Bill Antonio with the pace. Still Antonio. He just wants to stay on his feet. He still challenges for the ball, does Bill Antonio. Finally, Machazani gets it away, but only to Trevor Mavunga. Still Dynamos pressurised. Mushunje and Mutudza. Mutudza. In the way was Tavengwa. Now Murwira. More options for Dynamos. But it's a goal kick. But showing certainly that they're more than capable of getting a goal in this contest. And Murwira involved in lots of the play. Kelvin Shangiwa, the Harare City keeper.
Shangiwa is one of the guys that have come through the Harare City junior development. They've got a team in the lower divisions, the Cubs. So Hastings Chapusha, 25 now, he also came through that system. So I think it's a good system.
Most definitely, they're committed to seeing football develop in the capital, Harare City. Mandiranga now, again tussles with Murwira. And a goal kick. Frustrating it is for Mandiranga. But he has won quite a few of those battles with Murwira. He's got a few crosses over into the box.
Yeah, but I'm sure he'll tell you that we've been talking about Mandiranga. That's Murwira. We've been talking about Mandiranga and how he uses his speed. So I think it's the same thing. We want to go to Dynamos. You've got Bill Antonio on the other side. Here you've got Emmanuel Mandiranga. So whatever is being employed here, we have also seen from the other side.
Yeah. So it's a difficult afternoon for the wing players. Chapusha to Biseki. Tavengwa, the spaces close up quickly. Mushunje with a touch. Then Musaka does well, imposing in midfield. Clive Rupia. Musaka goes goalwards, but straight to Timon Mvula. Good work though there from Ben Musaka.
Yeah, because you need to come up with variations. They are trying to use the wings, it's not working. So just go via the middle. If you can hit, just hit.
Yeah, because you never know what might result. A minute to go to half-time. Goals came at the end of the first half in the Caps Dynamos Harare derby last weekend. Now Sianchali wants to run onto it. Newman Sianchali. Nyawa with the ball over. And defended by Ben Musaka. Dynamo still probing for openings. Shadrach Nyawa is going to take the throw. Oh, here comes God knows Murwira. With another ball as we saw Nyawa put that one down. Mavunga. No minutes of stoppage time at the end of this first half. Goalless, chances for both teams, but nothing coming. Half-time, it's Dynamos 0, Harare City 0.
Nyaradzo Life Assurance Company, through one of its products, the Score Pack Plan, supports Dynamos Football Club, one of the biggest soccer teams in the country, and other local football clubs. the Score Pack plan, not only will you score for you and your family, but for your favorite local PSL soccer team as well. For each premium payment you make, your nominated soccer club will get paid from the Nyaradzo Life Assurance's Score Pack plan.
Make sure I get score pick. Get score pick. Support your favorite team. Support your family.
Your family needs you. Your team needs you. Get score pack.
Get the score pick plan.
Supporting your team has never been this rewarding. Get a Score Pack policy and support your favorite football team today.
Your friend in steel, SteelMate Investments, brings you a bigger environment to shop for your steel products. A new roofing sheet manufacturing plant completes your satisfaction to your construction project. Chromadeck and galvanized roofing sheets are manufactured while you wait and still cut and bent to custom size. Products in stock are diverse for use in agriculture, mining, engineering, construction sectors, and for personal use. Call your friend and steel marketing team today on 242-611-80203 or visit our website www.steelmate.co.zw. Simbiako pa SteelMate Investments, your friend in steel.
As you stay safe, you can still order your golden, crispy chicken in favorites at any Chicken Inn drive-thru or order from the comfort of your home through the Dial a Delivery app and enjoy delicious meals with family. For a socially distanced pickup, use the curbside collection and we'll deliver to your car for convenience. And of course, you can simply walk into any Chicken Inn and order your takeaway to go. Always maintain social distance. COVID is real. Chicken Inn. Love that chicken.
SteelMate Investments is your friend for all your steel products and roofing sheets. From IBR galvanized and chromadeck roofing sheets, universal beams, deformed bars, angle irons, mesh wire, mild steel channels, mild and Binox steel plates, puke pipes, tubes, barbed wire, and much more. We cut your sheets to specific sizes. We deliver all big orders for free in Harare and charge just diesel and toll gate for out of Harare orders. We also do cutting and bending of deformed bars on site. Visit us at 346 Affirmative Way, Willowvale, or gate number 8 Mbare, Magaba, and number 1 Easterman's Place, also in Magaba. For Mbare, call us on 0788 930 550 up to 555, and Willowvale at 0788 930 556 up to 561. Email us on steelmate.investments@gmail.com or marketing@steelmate.co.zw.
It's a good afternoon and welcome back to ZTN. We are still here. We are still watching the action that sees Dynamos taking on Harare City, and it's 0-0 at halftime. But we are here to take a look at that game, analyze it a little bit with Makomborero Mtimkulu, one of my good friends here at ZTN. And of course, we are also telling you that there was a game that was played earlier on, Yada beating Herentials by 2-0. They're getting their first win of this particular tournament, and Dynamos chasing yet another win with Harare City, hoping that they can also cause a major upset. But so far, the play has been balanced, I think, from the look of things, but very pacey game, I must say.
Yeah, there's pace down the wings. Jolene Masukuta, Mandiranga for Harare City, they've got pace down the wings. Dynamos have got one outlet, the right one, Bio Antonio. But at the end of the day, if he gets the better of his man, Macho Machazi, just coming and putting a handoff on the young man. And because of inexperience, it is Bio Antonio who is conceding free kicks. So I think Dynamos are being predictable because they're using one flank.
And that flank also having been shut down by Marshall, taking care of it, taking care of things, and like you're rightfully putting it, frustration creeping in for the young man. Do you think we're likely to see any changes in the second half, or he will continue with him, maybe switch him?
No, he will continue with him, but what needs to be done, especially for Sian Charlie and Bio Antonio, their cry right now in the dressing room is, guys, give us a clean supply. Because there appears to be Dynamos are trying to bypass the midfield, which is fair and fine because there is space behind the Harare City high line. But their passes are not going beyond the high line. They are not giving Bill space to run into. And that's where the problem is. Man for man, Bill Antonio would put daylight between him and the Harare City defenders. But the balls are being played in areas where Bill Antonio needs to use muscle, which he does not have.
He doesn't have muscle.
No, he doesn't have. Just his space.
He has speed, yeah? He has very good
so
speed.
Just play the ball into space and let them sort each other out.
And he hasn't been able to touch it there.
No, he hasn't been able. He hasn't been able.
But another man who's been quiet also, in terms of being shut down today, even though he's very experienced, God knows Murira, I can see he's trying to come up with moves, he's trying to be innovative, he's trying, but he's really been kept under control.
No, his plate is full. When you are faced with a fullback who wants to go forward a lot, give him a man who will keep him busy 9 times out of 10. And now God knows Murira is having to think twice when he's about to go forward because Emmanuel Mandiranga is not tracking back fully. He's not committing back fully. He's staying halfway line because he knows that the moment that Harare City wins possession, they're playing with wide. And you'll be caught out of position 9 times out of 10.
And the Harare City defense so far, they've also been able to really shut that, that strike force from Dynamos. And we've seen, like you've said, the crosses are not coming in. Yeah, even though they're not coming in, the few that are coming in, they are really ending up, as dead balls.
Yeah, the second ball, Harare City are winning the second ball.
Yeah.
Harare City are suffocating the space that Dynamos need in midfield. But remember, Dynamos have got 3-4 central midfielders, Yohani Mutuza, Barnabas Mushunji. But it's not showing, is it? No, it's not.
It's not.
Because the moment they have the ball, they see there are no passing channels, they say, let's go long. And the moment they go long, Machazane, Ben Musaka is easy peasy for them. Any day, every day, they can deal with those long balls.
Looking at the game itself, there have been some misses there. One that was glaring is in the 20th minute there, Nyawa. He was really... I don't know how he missed that. He could have just scored. There was a goal Millie there. He was in very good position to just nod it down. Yeah. But did he nod it down? Absolutely not.
No, he did not. It's one of those football moments. Remember, he's the guy who scored the long-range scorcher. It's Klombo Kikana like goal. And here he's a sitter. You score the difficult ones, you miss the easier ones. But it's part of the game. For Dynamos, they're not creating enough. For Harare City, yes, they got into the game expecting to feed on crumbs. But when they come back now, they realize this Dynamos is there for the taking. I think they can be more adventurous.
They are more adventurous, but they also haven't been getting into the final third enough. Because Timon Vula is really on a holiday, if you ask me. Maybe 1 or 2 busy saves that he has had to come out and claim the ball, but nothing threatening the goal, really.
No, nothing threatening at all. Nothing. But you look at it and say, if Harare City can have William Manondo in the box, because right now he's looking like a ball carrier. He needs to go fetch possession. If he's supplied with the balls, there's also Kudakwashe and Musharu. Keep the center halves busy. But all we see now is Jaure and Makarati. They are playing. They're easy. They are not attended to in terms of when they are in possession. If you put 2 men there, they are busy. Mandiranga is keeping Murugera busy. There's a side, Giolin is keeping the left back busy there. I think Harare City can get their way into this game.
They definitely would get their way into this game. We're going to go for a break, and when we come back, we're just going to touch a bit on this game and then go back to the National Sports Stadium to get the second half action, which is being brought to us live by ZT. And we say, get the picture. And of course, we are giving it to you as live and as direct as possible.
As you stay safe, you can still order your golden, crispy chicken in favorites at any Chicken Inn drive-thru or order from the comfort of your home through the Dial a Delivery app and enjoy delicious meals with family. For a socially distanced pickup, use the curbside collection and we'll deliver to your car for convenience. And of course, you can simply walk into any Chicken Inn and order your takeaway to go. Always maintain social distance. COVID is real. Chicken Inn. Love that chicken.
Nyaradzo Life Assurance Company, through one of its products, the Score Pack Plan, supports Dynamos Football Club, one of the biggest soccer teams in the country, and other local football clubs. With the Score Pack Plan, not only will you score for you and your family, but for your favorite local PSL soccer team as well. For each premium payment you make, your nominated soccer club will get paid from the Nyaradzo Life Assurance's Score Pack Plan.
Make sure I get Score Pack. Get Score Pack. Support your favorite team, support your family.
Your family needs you, your team needs you. Get Score Pack.
Get the Score Pack Plan.
Supporting your team has never been this rewarding. Get a Score Pack policy and support your favorite football team today.
Are you Africa's next leading entrepreneur? Do you have vision and passion? Are you a change maker? Then the 2021 Africa's Business Heroes competition is for you. You'll receive invaluable training and mentorship. Join a community of incredible minds. Get a chance to pitch your business and win a share of $1.5 million. For more, visit our social media channels and website now.
Would really ignite things here. Harare City will get the second half underway with two-thirds of the pitch now in shadow, the other in brilliant winter sunshine here at the National Sports Stadium. See if one team can unlock the opposing defence. But there were opportunities in that first half. And no doubt the players have got the quality. Harare City again in the bright orange, Dynamos in the resplendent blue colours. Jaure's done well at the back. Referee Pensatai Chajiga, he's seen quite a few rough challenges from the players that he's keeping an eye on.
They're talking to Shadrach Nyao. I thought Shadrach Nyao was saying, I made a mistake, ref. You need to give me another chance.
Yeah, but as Howard said in the first half, he did catch the eye of Chajiga twice with bad tackles. So second half underway. See if there'll be any tactical changes. Dinaline Masukuta still on the left side of attack for Harare City. As Shangiwa has to come out for that one. Mutsudza on that left wing position for Dynamos. Rupia still the centre striker for Harare City. So an injury right at the start of the second period.
You know, Rupia is tricky. If he finds space, he will hurt you. But I think what Dynamos have done, they've managed to contain him, and every time he has found possession, they've forced him to play the ball back.
Yeah, and Rupia talented since junior level. That's Hastings Chapusha who got the knock. So they want to keep an eye on Clive Rupia, no doubt. Mavunga Couldn't get the ball into the box. And now that was a bad challenge, that, because there was a Harare City break on. And that was a cynical challenge. It was still in the Dynamo's half, but there could have been, yeah, the referee's going to give a yellow card because there could have been a really promising break on there from Rupiah. Jare takes one for the team.
Yeah, I know it's not okay to say that was good play by Patson Jare, but looking from a Tonderandira perspective, I think you would take that any day.
Yeah, it is, but it isn't good play. It depends which side you're on. So Makarati for Dynamos and Nyawa. Nyawa back in the defensive link position, so Jare getting the yellow card. Emmanuel Jalai tussles with Masukuta. Antonio can't pick it up because Marshall Machazane with the defending. So pretty much the same story tactically, but Shadrach Nyawa at the moment in a slightly more defensive position for Dynamos, at least in that move. Jalai can deliver long throws. It is a probing one from Jalai. Gets it again for Dynamos. Mashunje. But too many orange shirts in the way. Now here's William Manondo. Rupiah's in front of him. And Mandiranga, Musaka. But the impetus has been taken out of that break. Zambezi and Masukuta. Three strikers for Harare City when they've got the ball. Masukuta. Zambezi, but they have to play it back. Machazane. The two teams kind of have got the measure of each other. That's why we haven't had a goal yet. But you fancy with Manondo, anything could happen for Harare City. Machazane again. Now Antonio with the touch and he gets it back. Bill Antonio, well defended by the forward Dinali Masukuta.
I think that was crucial. You know, Antonio can be very tricky, and Masukuta, I think he was in line with the last man in defense. So had he gone past him, it was going to be difficult for them to contain him.
Yeah, it would have been. Dynamos are warming up a number of substitutes, including centre forward Albert Eonde and winger Tanaka Chidoba. And that wasn't very well headed, that by Machazane. Lurking there is Antonio. Mushunje wants to connect with it. Mavunga and Jalai. But they cannot get a goal attempt out of that one.
I'm sure we're going to see the introduction of King Nadolo any minute from now, because amongst the substitutions that were warming up was King Nadolo.
And Kudumusharu is doing some exercises as well for Harare City out of your picture, so he might also be coming on. Tatenda Tavengwa. Chapusha. Biseki. Again, we're seeing these two teams with steady build-ups, looking for openings. But then, especially for Dynamos, they've gone for the long ball in the end as they've looked for gaps. Tavengwa and Manondo. Tatenda Tavengwa. They push forward. Still Tavengwa. Rupiah. Now Jalai. But it's cagey stuff between these two rivals. Chitembe just wanting his boys to up their game. Makarati to Jaure's. Dynamos slow it down. Manondo's touch. Clive Rupiah. Jalai first pulled him back and then a bad challenge. They know that Clive Rupiah is dangerous, as you've been saying, Howard.
Yeah, look how deep he's coming to collect the ball, because he's been stuffed of possession, so of clean balls rather. So he's coming in deep, and every time he's on the ball, they are needing to gather some very impressive passing.
Now Tavangwa muscles in. We've seen good touches from William and Manondo. Musaka, it's a low one, it's on target.
Second shot on target from Ben Musaka. I think it's really commendable from a Harare City point of view, because they always say, try again. If you don't succeed,
then you never know. Kudu Musharu is about to come on for Harare City. Mavungo to Jalai. Muruera. Playing this left-back position is God knows Muruera as a right-footed player. Machazane as Dinaline Masukuta. Bill Antonio really challenging. Shadrach Nyawa was pulled back, but referee was okay with that. Harare City at the moment with slightly the upper hand, you'd have to say, in terms of possession.
I think ever since the second half started, they have been on top of the situation. Maybe Lloyd's looking for an early goal.
Innocent Zambezi, the player, brought down. And we're going to see Musharu come on for Masukuta.
Yeah, Masukuta has been subdued. We saw him when the tournament started. He is probably one of the guys that have really made Harare City exciting. But I'm not so sure about how they're going to be lining up now after they took off Masukuta. Kudamusharu is not as speedy as he was. You know, at 34, 35?
Yeah.
He's not the same player anymore.
And he's gone straight into the top man centre-forward position with Rupiah moving out to the left. So that could be a tactical challenge. Yeah, he won't give you as much pace these days or movement, Musharu, but he's got the experience. It's a big game. See what he can offer. There is Musharu. Manondo, but a good intervention that from Nyawa, who's playing deeper, playing further back in this second half. Makarati. Now Mushunje to Muruera. Not many Dynamos men up there, though. Only Sianchali and Antonio. Overall, you'd say Bill Antonio starved of the ball, and for Sianchali just scrapping for possession here and there. What can they get this time? Sianchali, think he just lost his footing. And Chapusha and Tavengwa. Ben Musaka, he finds Innocent Zambezi. Impressed with his speed today. Here's Clive Rupiah. Rupiah past two men, still Rupiah. That's tied it up by Jaure. Now Shadrach Nyawa. Mushunje, still in that attacking midfield role. But it looks as though Tondra Andarai has asked Shadrach Nyawa to be more cautious in his central midfield role. He's often back in these opening 10 minutes of the second half, often back there in that defensive midfield role with Trevor Mavunga. As Chalai is fouled.
Yeah, and he's complaining to Bill Antonio because I think Bill was his target. So Bill was not giving him enough, room for him to thread in a pass. So in a way, he was behind Innocent Zambezi. For Jalai to pick him from there was a bit difficult.
Ndirai is going to make another substitution. Albert Ayonde, the Cameroonian centre forward. If he does come on, then that most likely would mean Sianchali's coming off, unless he wants to go for two out-and-out strikers. Murwera with the sun in his eyes to take the free kick for Dynamos. Shangiwa, the keeper for Harare City, needs to watch this one. It's a high one. Makarati, I think he did make contact. Yeah, he's dangerous from the set pieces, is the centre-back Frank Makarati. It's a double substitution, Nadolo and Ayonde. This could change the complexion for Dynamos. A reminder, you can make 5 substitutions in this competition. This will be 3 so far for Dynamos.
So like for like there, Barnabas Mushunje being replaced by Nadolo, as well as Sianchali by Ayonde. So Ndirai just wants a fresh pair of legs from those guys, but same positions with the guys that have been taken off.
And Ayonde, a player who looks very promising now. What can Dynamos do? Here's Ayonde with his first touch as Albert Ayonde. A shot on target with his very first touches of the game.
I think that will also give him a bit of confidence, you know, coming in and already you've got a shot on target.
Most definitely, when Sianchali toiled throughout the game. So Mushunje off, Nadolo is on. Sianchali off for Albert Ayonde. Ayonde now, he's offside. It's in the back of the net, but he's offside.
I'd love to see that one on a replay, Steve.
He says he wasn't offside.
Yeah.
But 2 efforts within a minute or 2 of coming on. Nyawa. Well, Mutudza's playing central, and Nadolo has gone on to the left flank, so there is a tactical change from Tonderai Ndiraya. Juan Mutudza was playing left attack, and he now plays central attack where Mushunje was, and I think he likes that role with the mobility and the creativity. So Nadolo is on the left side of attack as Makarati rises high. Manondo is getting in good areas, is William Manondo. A rush forward with God knows Murwera. King Nadolo, he gets a touch. Bill Antonio. Well, those changes might have given Dynamos an extra edge here.
Yeah, I think you were talking about Shadrack Nyawa as a central midfielder, now playing a deeper role. I think what Ndirai has done, he has allowed Juan Mutudza now, because he's also a box-to-box midfielder, so he has allowed him space to just run through the middle there. Then King Nadolo gives them width on that wing.
And we played an hour, still no goals. Trevor Mavunga has given us a goal kick. If you're just joining us, you haven't heard the sad news. Dynamos legend David Yogi Mandigora has passed away this morning at the age of 64, the 1980 Soccer Star of the Year. And as a coach, taking Dynamos famously to the CAF Champions League semi-finals in 2008. Mourners are gathered at his house in Vinona. That's 14119 in Vinona in Harare. Manondo, another promising touch to Clive Rupia. Now that was a really good intervention for Nyawa, because Manondo wanted to get on the receiving end of that. But Dynamo still had more pressure. Zambezi now. Innocent Zambezi. Jaure defends. Tavengwa! He saw that coming his way and said he would have a crack. The tempo is increasing now. Murwera way out of position there, playing at left back. Nachazane to Tavengwa. It's an intriguing battle. Still no goals. Musaka. Marshall Machazane. Ben Musaka. So Albert Ayonde 20 there as the main striker for Dynamos. 2 chances as soon as he came on. Tavengwa. Touch from Piseki. Dynamos keeping players back now, and Dirayan knows that he's got to watch Harare City. Chitembwe's boys are dangerous. Jalai's touch, but it's given away. Zambezi and Rupia. Remember, Musharu is now the main striker for Harare City.
And he hasn't touched the ball.
That could be an issue, couldn't it?
Yeah, I think what the game has offered us, you know, we're just seeing the battle between the two coaches because it's highly tactical. No much room for errors as the players are just playing strictly to what the coaches have told them to. So, yeah, we'll see. If somebody makes an error, then probably they'll get punished.
That could be the deciding factor. 27 minutes to go. Do we get a 1-0 or do we settle for a 0-0? It's all to play for. Mavunga to Jaure. Shadrach Nyawa now ranging up much closer to the opponent's goal. They've been shackled by Ndiraya in the opening 10-15 minutes, opening 10 minutes really of this first half. Makarati, Mavunga and Patson Jaure. The whole pitch covered in shade now. Machazane, Nadolo with a touch, Ayonde. He's a dangerous player, Albert Ayonde, and a good touch that from King Nadolo. Rupia. Zambezi does well, nobody in front of him though, and referee is reaching for his pocket. And that's really painful for Innocent Zambezi. That's a bad challenge from Antonio. But he's up okay. Antonio yellow carded, the 18-year-old wonder boy. Rupia. Straight to Taimon Mvula. Machazani with Ayonde moving towards the ball. Can we get a breakthrough here? Emmanuel Jalai. Happy to play it back though. Makarati and Jaure. That's a throw in for Dynamos so they can pressurize a bit in this final third. Jalai, Mavunga. Jaure, but prefers to play it back to Makarati. Nyawa's touch, it's a teasing one. Albert Ayonde, well defended by Hastings Chapusha.
That was a timely intervention, Steve. I think from what we've seen from Ayonde, he doesn't waste time. One touch, then he hits So on that occasion, I'm sure Hastings was thinking about that. If I let it go to him, we would be in trouble.
Yeah, you really would have been, I think. They take this one short. King Nadolo, God knows Morwera. Machazane, he headed it away. Jalai. Tavengwa. Jalai. Dynamos can control it again. Nyawa currently in central midfield. Tenda Tavengwa. That move breaks down. So tomorrow, Caps ZPC Kariba live on the Zim Papers television network again. Oh, Bill Antonio. Couldn't do too much with that, though.
Yeah, the first time that he has been allowed, to get hold of the ball in this second half. Otherwise, he's been confined to just, that other part of the pitch where he's been doing much of defending.
Yeah. Rupia. Well, Jalai certainly is doing well. Trevor Mavunga. Diminutive player is Emmanuel Jalai, the right back, one of the few survivors from the 2019 squad. There's Albert Ayonde, the Cameroonian. Big and powerful. Touch from Antonio. Nyawa. That's through from Mutudza. They work it well. Now Murwera. Good mobility there from Dynamos. By his own standards, that's a shocker from God knows Murwera.
Yeah, he's been out of sorts this afternoon. Whenever they pass the ball to him, they expect a quality delivery. But at that occasion, he was not under pressure. So we can't say it was pressure.
Yeah, sure. Did anybody forecast 0-0 in this game? I was looking to the 5-3 result from a couple of years back.
Or even the 3-1 from 2019.
Yeah. But they've been very evenly matched here. Both coaches in their suits are up and standing on the touchline. As Howard says, it really is a tactical battle. Trevor Mavunga. Now, we still have King Nadolo on that left flank for Dynamos, and Mutudza in that attacking mid-roll. Tavengwa to Manondo. It was a little bit sloppy. Nyawa wins it. Only to give it away. Ben Musaka. Albert Ayonde gets the ball. Antonio sprinting down the right. Bill Antonio, this could be very dangerous. Mutudza is in the middle. It's Bill Antonio. Excellent defending from Marshall Machazane.
Yeah, but Tonderandira is not happy. I think what he wanted was probably for Ayonde to try and shoot. Because you're within shooting range, why do you opt to pass? Just shoot.
Yep. Because clear chances are few and far between this afternoon. Makarati comes forward again for the corner. God knows Murwera, a good-looking one. Still chances for Dynamos. And now Makarati has to play it all the way back to Mvula. 20 minutes to go. Jaure. Loads of Dynamos players in the Harare City half. Mavunga goes long. Jalai to King Nadolo. Nadolo, Ayonde. Swift move from Dynamos. Jalai again. Ayonde. He certainly has added something, Albert Ayonde.
Yeah, I've seen a bit of agency that has been added by the introduction of Ionde and King Nadolo. Something which was not there, you know, especially in the second half from Sianchali and Mushunje.
It's a probing throw, Nyawa. It's Guru Musharu doing the defending for the Sunshine Boys. See, that's telling. Dynamo's happy to take the throw in the other direction and play it defensively. Nadolo's the target here. And now here's Mandiranga. Foul committed by Shadrach Nyawa. Key player for Dynamos this season, you feel, is Shadrach Nyawa. Ben Musaka. We did see Tondra Andiraya, I think, pretty much settling for a draw against Caps last Sunday. In this stage of the game, just started to get his boys playing a bit more defensively. A long way to go here.
I think that's one thing that Andiraya has mastered along the way. Just how to defend well. Because normally in his teams, you find he's got very, very good defenders. And when he came to Zimbabwe, to Dynamos, he brought with him the Frank Makarati, even luring Jauri to come back to the club as well. And God knows Murira again. Remember, God knows was on loan from FC Platinum. So he made sure that he became a Dynamos player.
And he really wanted those players, like you say. Makarati, a real favourite of his. You can see Tanaka Chidoba warming up just below us. Dynamo's winger. So that's an offside. Too early, surely, to settle for a draw with 17 minutes remaining. But Dynamo's top of the group. A draw would see them remain there. Musharu not able to outmuscle Makarati. Manondo with the touch, the wrong direction. Mavunga. Machazani still imposing in defence for Harare City. Nyawa. Jaure. Jalai, little opening if he's quick enough. Antonio. Bill Antonio to Jalai, Ayonde, and Dynamos get the breakthrough! King Nadolo, 75 minutes in, it's well worked. Super sub, King Nadolo. He makes it Dynamos 1, Harare City 0.
Yeah, some well-worked goal. Look, what we've been saying about the Wonder Boy from Prince Edward's, give him space, and you know, on that occasion, Innocent Zambezi thought he was going to run with it, but he sold him a dummy and pulled back play, and it was put on that far side. Nadolo was unmarked, and boom. I think it's the variation that they've come up with now that is given them this goal.
Well, and Antonio had it right by the corner flag. There wasn't much to work with there, but Jalai then puts it in. Ayonde rose up for it. Maybe that distracted keeper Shangiwa, but it was Nadolo who connects. He heads in the goal. Coming on as a substitute. So it took a long time. We do get the goal from King Nadolo, formerly Highlanders and Tel 1, and Dynamo's lead. Harare City have work to do. Then Musaka and Tabengwa. Chances for them. Oh, it's just needed a touch from William Manondo.
That was really close. I think for Manondo, you would need to really rewind back, you know, go back in time. Manondo would have buried that.
Yeah. His legs were longer back then. Or is it the reflexes?
I think it's the reflexes.
Oh, not the legs.
Yeah. Because, you know, when you score 28 goals in a tournament like the CHIBUKU Super Cup, yes, a lot of expectations on you. But, yeah, people should also understand that he's still human.
Yeah. And I think it was clear that fine margins would determine the outcome of this game from what we saw in the first half. And that was a fine margin. Now Bill Antonio, danger again for Harare City. It's Antonio, parried away, still danger. Mutudza for Dynamos. It's Juan Mutudza. He gets it over. He can't find an opponent though.
So this is what we were crying out for, a goal just to spark the game. And yeah, it has given the game a spark.
It certainly has. Harare City coming close at the other end. And Juan Mutudza doing pretty well. Here he is again, Mutudza. Nadolo and Nyawa. They're looking dangerous in midfield. Muruera all the way back. They'll be happy now to slow it down. More Dynamos. Now here's Shadrach Nyawa. If I were Lloyd Chitembwe, I wouldn't really be fancying my chances here because Ndiraya can shut up shop. Antonio, another lovely run. Chapusha got it away. They're going to have to do some hard running, Harare City. Tabengwa. There's Zambezi, there's Musaka. So Manondo's up there with Musharu in attack now. What can Rupiah do here? No, it's put out of danger by Nyawa. Musaka, Ben Musaka, straight to the feet of Nyawa, and it knocks him down with the power on that shot. Ionde, Antonio.
So Lloyd Chitembwe wants to introduce Wilfred Muvirimi. He can destroy opponents any day up front, so it depends what he wants to do with him. But he's certainly a striker worth his salt. And I remember, I think 2018 season, there was a time that he single-handedly just carried Harare City with his goals. So, in fact, the way that he has done it, look, taking out a defender, putting in a striker, that's a very clear intention. We know what he wants. He wants goals.
Yep, and they are needed in the next 11 minutes plus stoppage time. The wonder kid, Bill Antonio, will have to get some treatment from the medics. This is going to be quite a challenge, though, for the Harare City coach, Lloyd Chitembwe. Because any time now, Ndiraya might decide to shut up shop.
That's exactly what he's going to do. Because now you see the Ghanaian import, Sylvester Appiah.
Three central defenders. He's tying his laces out of your picture. Just below us is Appiah. Here's Eonde to Jalai. Antonio back on. So Muvirimi, then the sub for Harare City, gets a touch. Zambezi, Machazane. Piseki. This will need a bit of running from Mandiranga, but it's straight to Jalai. Well, Harare City will have to take some chances here. Not committing too many men at the moment, Lloyd Chitembwe. Ionde with a touch. Now that's well won by Zambezi. Mandiranga. Musharu is lurking there, but he can't find him. Musaka. The target was Musharu once again. But they'll need to be more precise in these closing minutes. King Nadolo in the 75th minute with the goal for Dynamos. We were saying that so the opening minutes of the second half, Harare City were the better team. That's won by Tavengwa. Oh, well played that by Nyawa. He gives us everything, doesn't he?
He does, yeah.
Oh, Musharu leaves that cleverly for Manondo. Can they get something here? Clive Rupia. Still chances, Mandiranga. Emmanuel Mandiranga. Mavunga gets it out of trouble, but Ben Musaka now. Goal attempt, but that was rather speculative from Hastings Chapusha.
I think he has ventured in the part of the field that he normally doesn't, and you know, he needed to get some shooting boots at that particular moment. So now we see Bill Antonio being replaced by Sylvester Apia, and they are going to put a wall back there.
When Diraya does this, oh, it's very difficult to get a goal. So we'll go for 5 across the back, 3 central defenders, and he sacrifices the most creative player, the winger, Bill Antonio. 8 minutes to go. I just love the tactical aspect of Tundra and Diraya. It might take a bit of the entertainment value out of the game when he shuts up shop, but the tactical side of things, always intriguing. Nyawa miscues that one, that's too high. Tabengwa. Well, the midfield clicking, so Antonio off, Apia on. Nadolo, the scorer.
I think also Nadolo coming up with a goal, I think it raises the bar at Dynamos, because he was injured. Mushunje coming in, and the last time around when they won 1-0, Mushunje was the man of the match.
Mandiranga in another challenge with Murwira, who's with the Jalai, who's going to get yellow carded. He just scythes him down. Now this certainly a goal-scoring position for Harare City. There's a Dynamos player down off the ball. That's Sylvester Apia. Ooh, neither the referee nor the assistant particularly interested in those theatrics.
Yeah, but this is a very good opportunity for Harare City to at least get some sunshine on the scoreline.
They may well have to capitalise on this if they want to get a point at least. Loads of players up there. Mandiranga. Oh, it goes loose. And it's going to be a corner. We saw Marshal Machazani up for that. Rupia will dispatch it. Everybody's in the final third except for keeper Kelvin Shankiwa. All the Dynamos players are back. Musharu lets that one go. Chapusha, it's still loose. The keeper's been fouled. That won't count. But Harare City now, Chitembwe saying we must throw caution to the wind if we're to get something out of the game.
Yeah, we'd rather win or lose 2-0.
Sure.
You know, if we can get at least one back, it'll be good. Yeah, there was definitely a push from Marshal Machazane.
So it didn't matter that the ball then went into the net. Jare saying an elbow went in. So we'll wait for Timon Mvula to get treatment from the medics. Earlier on today, Yada beating Herentals 2-0. And tomorrow, Caps ZPC Kariba live on ZTN as well.
Yeah, promises to be another cracker. Caps, obviously, if this ends like this, they would want to keep pace with Dynamos.
Sure. That's 1 p.m. Zimbabwe time, that one, and certainly there'll be some pressure on Caps now.
I know it's still early days, but remember, only 2 teams qualify for the quarterfinals. So they wouldn't want Dynamos to open up a huge gap.
Yeah. Legends on the bench there with Chitembwe, Tostao Kwashi and Nelson Matongorere. Here's some of the bad challenges. Oh, that was a nasty one from Jalai. Very much a physical edge, as you would expect. Also on that Harare City bench, Tendai Samanja, who joined them for his last season from Caps. They give it away, and we've only got 4 minutes to go. Zambezi to Tavengwa. Once again, physical play. I mean, Jalai, he's a short player, but he really does give a lot of muscle, doesn't he?
Yeah, look at those challenges that we saw he was involved in. And now, you know, the pushing and shoving. Hey, he's like a total package.
He really is a big influence for Dynamos. Chazunguza lead 1-0, 3 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Musharu's up there, Manondo's up there, and the sub Muvirimi. They've got to get it to them, though. Zambezi. Tavengwa. Jalai in his way. And Jalai's given away a free kick. Too much scrapping for the ball from Jalai. Well, you could have said that was 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. They both, they were both pretty physical there.
So at the end of the day, probably a 50-50 who just didn't suffice.
So then, there won't be many more chances for the Sunshine Boys. Mandiranga curls it. Too deep, though. Dynamos get it away. You can see there's nobody up there. All the Dynamos players were back to defend. Shangiwa on the halfway line. Muvirimi. Mandiranga. 5 across the back still for Dynamos. It's teasing. Musharu is there. Opening still for Harare City. Muvirimi. Wilfred Muvirimi with the final touch in that threatening move.
Yeah, they are defending with everything they've got, Dynamos. They need the 3 points.
It's a captivating final few minutes. Trying everything. Harare City. Nadolo's goal in the 75th minute. So Muvirimi with the final touch. Desperate defending from Dynamos. I think you kind of like these 1-0 wins that are not spectacular if you're a coach, because it tells you can get a result even when you're not at your very best. Muvirimi, closely attended by Shadrach Niawa. Tavengwa, Zambezi. Jare decides to concede the corner kick there. Not sure if it was necessary, but he wanted to be cautious. So we've got 3 minutes of stoppage time. Mandiranga swings it over. Rupiah is packed with blue shirts, that penalty box. Can they break with Mutudza? Eondi's there, 2 against 1 if he's got the pace. Mutudza still goes. Ha. That was a good break. Yellow card results for that challenge too.
Yeah, it was a bit cynical because, look, he was like the last man in defense.
only man in defence.
Yes, only man in defence, actually. So, one Muthuza, I think that's one aspect of his game that's a bit probably something that you can't say he needs to work on it, but he's not gifted with speed.
Yeah. Desperate challenge that was. Dynamos will be happy to take their time. God knows Muruwira, so it could have been 2-0 on the break. So Musaka yellow carded. Muruwira and Muthuza. It's one of those. God knows Muruwira! Off the post, still chances. Nadolo, it's in! No, it's offside. That's close. Nadolo and Eonde had touches there, and it's offside. Referee didn't give it. That'll be interesting to review. Muvirimi now. Still chances for an equaliser. Rupia. Amanondo. They're trying everything. Really enjoying the closing stages here. That goal brought the game to life. Manondo's had a couple of opportunities. We are into the final minutes.
Yeah, they are not in a hurry to take this one. Dynamos, here's a free kick once again.
So it comes off the post. Shangiwa with that two-handed save. Nadolo and then Eonde. Wow. There was certainly a defender in front of him. That's one for the team to assess in the post-match. Eonde. It's another win for Dynamos. They remain on top of Group 1 on the day that the legend David Yogi Mandigora has passed away. And Diraya and his boys played for him. They get a victory thanks to King Nadolo's goal with a quarter of an hour remaining. And it's Dynamos 1, Harare City 0.
So I think a lot of, analysis from the streets, people are going to be talking about that free kick and that goal that was disallowed soon after that. Because I thought Dynamos players reacted swiftly to that when Shangio punched that ball onto the post and it came back. For me, I'm not so sure, but would really want to hear what the guys at the studio think about this, because once the ball came back into play, I thought that on its own played those guys on side, because it was the last man who was there is the goalkeeper. He touched the ball, it came back into play. So it's how you react now after that. So yeah, maybe because then it got touched by two players, Nadolo first, then Eonde. As we watch that again.
I thought there was a player in front of, well, at this point, yeah, so it's at that point then that Nadolo was offside. So I guess, well, you don't want to go away. The team will certainly dig into that one, but looking at that again, yeah, fair enough. King Nadolo offside. Well, Dynamos grinding out a 1-0 win, you would say. But they got the resources, good substitutions from Tondera and Diraya. Eonde and Nadolo bringing impetus up front. Nadolo getting the goal. We're going to get reaction from the coaches shortly on the touchline. Harare City fought back. They did have their chances. But Dynamos took theirs. And they did defend well in the closing stages. So Harare City, well, they'll be hoping that Caps don't get points tomorrow against ZPC Kariba, but at the halfway stage, they will have to fight hard to stay in second place. So we had this physicality in the game. Jalai, one of those. was troublesome for Harare City. But we always knew we would have this physical edge to the game with a contest like this. Tackle from behind by Antonio. He was the subject of rough challenges on occasions as well. So Barnabas Mushunje was substituted today. Shadrach Nyawa, good game. Jalai most definitely too. And you've got to, if you're a Dynamos fans, like the look of the way that your team is shaping up. 5 games played and 11 points. That's good going, Howard.
Yeah, good going. Look, I'm sure we are on match day 5. We have seen what Dynamos have put out there. In fact, all the teams that we have seen, we're kind of getting an inclination on, probably when the league starts, who is going to be doing what. Because for Dynamos, 2 games in a row and retaining the same team, that says a lot. So now let's go to pitch side. Patience is on standby as she talks to the coaches, starting with Harare City coach Lloyd Chitembwe.
Amazing 90 minutes that we just had here at the National Sports Stadium, with Dynamos winning the game and still sticking on top of the log. Now joining me is Coach Tondera Njiraya, Dynamos coach.
Just carry on as normal if you're not doing
We're going well for us, especially when I'm looking at the team. I honestly believe, we have a very good future going ahead, and I'm very, very impressed.
Now going into the second half, what's the plan? What's the strategy?
Yeah, the strategy is just the same, to keep trying and to keep improving and to hopefully to win games. This is the strategy, and it's the reason why we work so hard every week, every day, so that we can try and win games. But it is a process, but I'm generally very, very impressed with the way we're playing. I think we are now in the right space. We are in a position where we wanted to be.
Great words there, Coach. All the best in the upcoming games.
Pleasure, thank you.
That was Harare City coach, Coach Lloyd Chitembwe, expressing how he's still happy with how his boys played, even though they did not win the game to obtain points. Now joining us is Dynamos coach, Coach Tondera Njiraya. Great to have you, Coach.
Thank you so much.
You must be a very satisfied man today.
Very happy, very happy. But look, allow me this moment to dedicate this win to our 9 supporters who perished in 2016. And then, of course, we received sad news today, just before kickoff, that we lost one of our legends in David Mandigora. So we want to dedicate this win today to David Mandigora and, of course, to our supporters who perished when they were on their way to support our team in Gweru in 2016. But look, I'm very much satisfied with the result today, satisfied by how the team defended, especially in the second half when Harare City were throwing everything at us. I think I said it before the game that we are playing a very good team in Harare City, very, very good team, and we saw that today. But I'm happy with our players. They showed resilience. They fought today. Of course, it was not really as fluid as we would have wanted, but I think what is important, like I said, in this tournament is to pick results, to pick 3 points. Now we have picked up another set of 3 points, and we are very much happy. We are marching towards the qualification for the quarterfinal. The main objective is for us to qualify for the quarterfinal. So I'm happy we are right on track.
Now, being on top of the log will obviously bring a lot of pressure from the other teams. Going into the second quarter of the games, what's the plan?
Yeah, I think we've done well in in the first round of the matches. I think we have picked 11 points out of 15, which is a good record, and I think we want to try and pick those 11 points again, if not more. What we want from our team in the second round of matches is to be more brutal, to be more hungrier than what we saw in the first round of matches, and I think we are slowly getting there. Though there's still a lot of work to do in terms of ball retention and circulation, and of course in terms of penetration. But overall, I think I'm quite happy with the first round of matches, and we look forward to our next match against the Rentals, and of course the beginning of the second round of matches.
Now, King Nadolo coming off the bench, giving you that victory, will that be enough to get him on the starting lineup?
Look, King is one of our big players. There's no doubt about that, but he has been nursing an injury, so we've just been trying to manage him. He got injured last year before the CHAN finals in Cameroon, so that injury has been troubling for some time. So we are avoiding to throw him in when things are still tight, and then we are afraid that he may pick up an injury. He may he may pick that injury again. So we are trying to manage him, but obviously with more game time, with more healing time, I think he will get his starting berth. So it's just a matter of managing the best player that we have.
Once again, congratulations, Coach.
Thank
all
you
the best
very
in
much.
the reverse fixtures.
Thank you.
That was Dynamo's Coach Tundra Indiraya, dedicating today's game to the deceased Dave Mandigora and the Dynamos fans who perished when they were on their way to support the team. Now joining us is our man of the match, King Nadolo. King, great game you had today. How are you feeling?
I feel happy. I feel very happy with the performance, with my performance and the team effort as a whole.
Now, going into the reverse fixtures, do you think the way you played today will put you on the starting lineup?
I'll just keep doing my best. I'll just keep working hard. The coaches will decide if I'm ready to start, because I'm coming from an injury, so it's up to them when they feel that I'm ready with how I'm working and training. So I think they'll decide. I'll just have to keep working hard.
Congratulations on your win. All the best in your next coming game.
Thank you.
That was all we had for you today at the National Sports Stadium. Catch us again tomorrow at 1 p.m. as we bring you Caps United facing ZVC Kariba. Thank you for watching.
Nyaradzo Life Assurance Company, through one of its products, the Score Pack Plan, supports Dynamos Football Club, one of the biggest soccer teams in the country, and other local football clubs. With the Score Pack Plan, not only will you score for you and your family, but for your favorite local PSL soccer team as well. For each premium payment you make, your nominated soccer club will get paid from the Nyaradzo Life Assurance's Score Pack Plan.
Make sure you get Score Pack. Get Score Pack. Support your favorite team, support your family.
Your family needs you, your team needs you. Get Score Pack.
Get the Score Pack Plan.
Supporting your team has never been this rewarding. Get a Score Pack policy and support your favorite football team today.
Your friend in steel, SteelNet Investments, brings you a bigger environment to shop for your steel products. A new roofing sheet manufacturing plant completes your satisfaction to your construction project. Chromadeck and galvanized roofing sheets are manufactured while you wait and still cut and bent to custom size. Products in stock are diverse for use in agriculture, mining, engineering, construction sectors, and for personal use. Call your friend and steel marketing team today on 242-611-80203 or visit our website www.steelmate.co.zw. Simbiyako pa Steelmate Investments, your friend in steel.
As you stay safe, you can still order your golden, crispy chicken in favorites at any Chicken Inn drive-thru or order from the comfort of your home through the Dial a Delivery app and enjoy delicious meals with family. For a socially distanced pickup, use the curbside collection and we'll deliver to your car for convenience. And of course, you can simply walk into any Chicken Inn and order your takeaway to go. Always maintain social distance. COVID is real. Chicken Inn. Love that chicken.
Steelmate Investments is your friend for all your steel products and roofing sheets. From IBR galvanized and chromadeck roofing sheets, universal beams, deformed bars, angle irons, mesh wire, mild steel channels, mild and Binox steel plates, puke pipes, tubes, barbed wire, and much more. We cut your sheets to specific sizes. We deliver all big orders for free in Harare and charge just diesel and toll gate for out of Harare orders. We also do cutting and bending of deformed bars on site. Visit us at 346 Affirmative Way, Willowvale, or gate number 8 Mbare, Magaba, and number 1 Easterman's Place, also in Magaba. For Mbare, call us on 0788 930 550 up to 555, and Willowvale at 0788 930 556 up to 561. Email us on steelmate.investments@gmail.com or marketing@steelmate.co.zw.
Nyaradzo Life Assurance Company, through one of its products, the Score Pack Plan, supports Dynamos Football Club, one of the biggest soccer teams in the country, and other local football clubs. With the Score Pack Plan, not only will you score for you and your family, but for your favorite local PSL soccer team as well. For each premium payment you make, your nominated soccer club will get paid from the Nyaradzo Life Assurance's Score Pack Plan.
Make sure I get Score Pack. Get Score Pack. Support your favorite team, support your family.
Your family needs you, your team needs you. Get Score Pack.
Get the Score Pack Plan.
Supporting your team has never been this rewarding. Get a Score Pack policy and support your favorite football team today.
What a game it was indeed. A game of two halves, but Dynamos walking away there with one goal as the goal that separates the two teams, courtesy of King Nadolo. What a spectacular goal it was. So that's how it ended at the National Sports Stadium. But plenty to talk about. But Marco, I want to talk about that goal first of all, and then we'll go to the two disallowed goals that were offside. Let's talk about King Nadolo coming into play. You have been very critical of King Nadolo lately, and today he came and he proved himself.
Yeah, but you know what? We're here to critique these players. And when you have been put under fire, given the stick, the best way to silence your critics is to get in and score. Good goal, good cross from Emmanuel Jalai, who I feel should be the man of the match.
He was very busy.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
At the back, in the middle of the park, the tackles he was putting in and the receiving, and he made the goal. But good technique from King Nadolo, heading it down, giving Dynamos the lead, and Dynamos doing the business, making sure that the moment that they got into the lead, Bio Antonio, thank you very much, Sylvester Appiah, come, we're going 5 at the back. Yeah.
There was very interesting confidence also that was being gained there by King Nadolo in particular. Twice in front of goal and creating very ferocious moves that amounted to something at the end of the day.
Yeah, being in the groove. The moment you feel it running through you that today, there's something in me that needs to manifest. And King Ndolo today, he looked the part. And good question there. Does he start the next game? I think he will. And interesting to hear Tonde say he's the best player that they have.
Well, we all have watched the movie before, how Stella got her groove back. Could this be King getting his groove back?
Yeah.
Very exciting. But the offsides, my brother, there's 2 of them from one man, Ayonde today. Very unlucky and very frustrated right there.
Big time, because look, you're getting into a game where all you need to do is to score. Because you started the other games and you're withdrawn because you did not score. I thought the first one may be debatable, but the second one from the Muruwira free kick, it's offside. Because the goalkeeper was not then the last man, because there was a defender there on the line. Offside, yeah, but you understand where Yonde is coming from. But also when the referees make good calls, you need to applaud them, say, you made good calls.
Very good refereeing today as well.
Yeah,
I think across the platform really gave enough the yellow cards and cautioned the players where he needed to. He was really in control of that particular match.
A trigger-happy referee would have sent Emmanuel July off.
There was too much
long time ago. But it was that
today.
type of game. Don't just manage it. Don't try to change its tempo or the attitude with it is being played. Just manage and make sure that the rules of the game are followed. And what a good game. Credit also to Harare City, they tried their best, especially during the last minute.
They threw everything.
Everything. But time on Mvula, he milked the minutes away.
Well, we are going to wrap up this one quite quick. But tomorrow we will be giving you pictures of Caps United up against ZPC Kariba. And earlier on today, Yada beating Herentials by 2-0. And then Dynamos making 1-0 good against Harare City. What a game it was. That scoreline does not reflect the temperament of the game. I think it was really going to be a draw. Yeah. You had called a 3-1, but I think
it was
with
just
the
with the tackles were coming in. It was just for July, for a man who's that short to be in the thick of things, shows you that he's got heart. He's got heart, big heart.
He's got a very big heart, and his heart is definitely blue at the moment. And he was our man of the match here in the studio today. He really showed himself. He was everywhere, at the back, in the middle, at the front, and even created that goal as well. So yeah, kudos to him. And Dynamos looking like they are going to be a Dynamos to really reckon with this year. And also Harare City, they didn't leave any of their arsenal behind. They came and threw everything at Dynamos, but losing that game 1-0. And again, our condolences to the David Mandigora family for losing that superstar Yogi. May his soul continue to rest in eternal peace until we come back again tomorrow. Marco, can you say it? No.
That's all I could pull off.
No.
That's all I could pull.
Yeah, but it was too long. So, like you're scared.
Okay, do it again.
Ribafuna zone. Nda. It's gotta be it. It's gotta be it. It's gotta be. We'll see you tomorrow.
Chibuku Super Cup 2021 is brought to you by Chibuku. Chibuku, taste the goodness.